Used to have a tank behind me. Yeah, can you?
Yeah, we just take the couch.
I'll probably be able to take you guys. Actually, should be able to take everybody around. Oh yeah, here we go. We're live. 14 already on the chat. You guys are gonna have to look at my finger. But what's up, everybody? Finally made it over here to Ohio.
Welcome to the
I'm
water
in
bar. We have tap waters from all across the country. This Portland water
Lupdiesel's fish room here. Sorry getting you guys on the chat here. Gotta go through my own dang commercial. We gotta watch it though. Gotta get paid. What's up, Dwayne? What's up, Aiden? Stephanie Ball, Frosty. Bunch of people in here. All the regs. But yeah, this should be an interesting show tonight. We've got Robert Lupdiesel and Corey from Aquarium Co-op and Sashimi Whiskey. He's over there chilling. Mark, he's Robert's help, and his wife, Amanda. Yeah, I should have known that. But yeah, we're just chilling here. Corey and Robert's doing a little video shoot. So if you guys want to get your questions in from me right now, it'd probably be a good time to do it. Because who knows where this stream's going to go. Now I got unlimited data, and I don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. Shouldn't be kicking you guys off at all. But yeah. Let's see, how many in here want to remove ads? No, I don't want to remove ads. And thanks, 47. Scroll. I'm a little car lagged here. Is this thing on? Check. It is. Man. Alright, let's see here. No question, but lots of subs and hellos. Joel Galia said, which version of Flourish Excel Advanced is best for just adding some supplements to my planted tank that has Eco Complete in it? Flourish Excel is what I use. I honestly haven't even heard of the Advanced yet. Maybe that's too advanced for me, but I've never had any problem with the Excel, and that's what I use. Hey, Lucas and the gang. Frosty one says, is a pH meter worth it, or just stick with the drops? To me, pH meter is not really necessary. The TDS meter, yes, is worth it, because that's what I use to pretty much tell what's going on in my tank. For someone who's just starting out, they may not know what GH, KH, and all that stuff means, all the other parameters, and when people start trying to pinpoint certain parameters and causing fluctuations, that's just room for mishaps to happen. And anytime you can void any chance of mishaps from happening, then the better off you'll be. So I do recommend it, because when you're first testing out your tap water, you don't know what's coming out of it, so you don't know if you have soft or hard water. It'll give you a good baseline and kind of tell you what you want to see, whether it's soft or hard. Tell Corey it is a TDS meter deathmatch time, Dwayne says.
It's high news.
Yeah, we haven't even had a chance to talk about it yet. Like, I've been here, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half?
I think like an hour.
But I haven't even had a chance to see all the tanks yet, really talk much. It's just been a lot to absorb. Been just Googling and oodling his whole fish room. Like how it's all set up, the stands, how the water goes in and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Jaw hit the ground.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Tanks everywhere. So I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. Where are you at, Lucas? At Rob's Warehouse? Yep, that's where I'm at. Rob's Warehouse. Dean asks, hi Lucas, what temp do you keep your shrimp tanks winter and summer? Thank you. That's a good thing you brought up winter and summer. It is slightly higher in the summer, but not much. It's usually 72 to 76 towards the winter, spring, fall time. If it gets real hot, usually 76 to 78. But a lot of times it'll just stay around 74. So it's a good median. Sergeant Tank says, got my back on TDS. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good things about TDS. With like shrimp, soft water shrimp, that's about the only difference. Thing is, when you like fertilize a tank, you're not going to have like a spike in parts per million. If you have a spike in parts per million, you're overdosing your tank with something. But yeah, live feed fish room tour. Yeah, since I'm on unlimited data here, I should be able to carry you guys back there with no problem. Since there's not a whole lot of questions going on, we may just go ahead and sneak back there now. Did you bring your wallet, Lucas? Yes, I did. Especially, I'm going to have to get some shrimp from these guys. I know that's happening. And going to Eric Bodrock's tomorrow. And definitely going to be getting some fish from him. But hopefully I don't kick you guys off here. Let's take you on back here and crash the video.
Good luck.
Flip you guys around. So this is what it's like when you walk in. Tanks after tanks. Now you see why it took me a while to get on with you guys? So this is when you first going in. This isn't even the main fish room where they're at with all the shrimp and stuff. A lot going on. Buckets galore. Water systems. My girlfriend just texted me, fish are fed. This is where this water comes in at. He's got a whole system, tons of tanks, tons of tops, just like all kinds of miscellaneous fish stuff. What is this? Ammonia stripper? I don't know, but here's the other fish room. This is where they're at.
Second generation gets some Taiwan B. Yeah. But once you get a Taiwan B out of that line, Lucas Brett's
So there's a live video going on there. There we go, live streaming and live video. Boom, boom, boom.
That's funny.
So what's up? We got Corey here and Robert.
Man.
We are talking.
Yeah, okay.
He's schooling me on Michelin shrimp, and he schooled me on. The big breakthrough for me was learning that painted fire red, Sakura, that type of thing. They're grading systems, not lines of shrimp. I thought you bred the line, that's what it is, but no, you breed the line of cherry shrimp, and then you grade them, and that's what makes those.
Right, and you try to keep that grade before you line it. Yeah, it's just grading. Yeah, that's why essentially cherries are cherries.
Right.
Right.
So
yeah.
I've had that statement, but it didn't click for me why. And whenever I see it, like, yeah, you're selling Sakura shrimp or painted reds or fire reds, I'm seeing a lot of variance in here though, and it didn't make sense until it clicked. That's the grade of cherry shrimp, not the line of cherry shrimp. So when you're buying cherry shrimp, you buy cherry shrimp, and you're buying certain grades of it. That doesn't mean that line will always produce that.
Right.
Oh, I got another cool thing to add about that too. Whenever you import shrimp, and you buy fire reds, you only get females. Whenever you buy painted fire reds, you only get females.
Yep.
Because it's the females that color up the best.
Right.
So to have a fire red male is like, oh my gosh, like that's really nice shrimp. So like you barely ever see those. And usually they try to sell adults, and it's not because people like adults, it's because the adults color up better.
Right.
Like once it's old, it gets its best color.
Yeah.
And
so yeah,
the same thing, golden backs. Did you realize that with golden backs, or have you had the import come in yet?
No, so like yeah, if you get old golden backs, they always look great.
Right, and
I've
they're
never
usually
really bred
females.
them too much.
Yeah, they usually
I
come
like
in
how
as
it goes.
females too.
I don't wanna
Yeah.
talk about it. I got your
You
yellows
do,
doing
yeah,
down here,
you
man.
do. They've been doing good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been doing really
He
good.
was saying, even in the video, he's like, I gotta be honest,
Awesome.
his yellows are amazing.
I had to give you some love, man. 'cause
Right on.
Your yellows are... I gotta give him love.
approved.
I approve. His yellows are doing well for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. So how's the live stream going? We having fun?
It's going good. Yeah, everybody seems to be happy
Good.
on here. Not a whole lot of questions, so I figured we'd
we
come
walk
break
around,
in
show
the
'em
party.
the
Yeah.
warehouse.
Yeah.
So this is where it's at on a Friday night, right
come
here.
on.
That's right.
We had a live event, but nobody showed up, so it's just us.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Where are you guys at?
We gotta talk about that though.
Aquatic experience.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, we might.
Next
we might
year.
do a little meetup tomorrow.
Yeah, we might do like, let's go here and eat, and then anyone in the area that wants to show up,
They can just come and
you know,
Hey,
I'm gonna,
that's
you know, the
cool.
rule is everyone has to protect me, and then, you know, so.
Well,
if
we're all
we-
your bodyguards.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
right,
mean?
that's right.
Well, I've got my own fighting style.
You know,
so.
that's why, you know, someone has to take a bite of the taco before I do. It's like,
Yeah,
you know, it's
we
like,
gotta
okay,
make
you gotta
sure.
test the food. I don't want to.
Well, that's what
Oh, okay.
That's really why you hired Jimmy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
No, he's taco taster. And because he has his glass. black belt, right?
That's right.
That's right. He's a trained ninja.
That's hilarious. Gotta have a taco tester.
That is so funny.
You made it in life when you have your own taco tester.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's when you can say, "Hey, I succeeded.
Right.
I did well."
Oh, man.
That's when you're on top.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You ascended, taco taster.
You ascended.
And you know you're really on top when the taco taster has a taco taster, because if you were to lose your only taco taster, life would end.
Life would
So
end,
you
yeah.
have one for the one.
Oh, and
double
now-
redundancy, like
Too deep.
anything in life.
Too far.
No. That's the way you do it. I haven't attained that level. Don't get me wrong.
No.
I'm just saying that's.
So you succeeded, but you haven't over succeeded yet.
Yeah. Because if let's say you're traveling the world and your taco taster takes a bite of a taco and dies.
You need a second taco.
Right. You're done. You're done. Like, my traveling's done. I can't eat tacos anymore. My empire's crumbling to the ground. And you don't want to go a year and a half without eating a taco.
Yeah, no.
No.
You don't want to see me more than about
You gotta power up.
2-3 hours without a taco.
Yeah.
This is where we're at
We've
tonight.
seen it. It was scary. We had to get them tacos right away. That's
Feed
the
me,
real reason
feed
why
me.
we don't film.
Oh,
man.
awesome.
Man, that is funny. Are you getting hungry yet? You probably
I'm
have
always
full drive.
hungry.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
We can pop in a DiGiorno. Or we can get Taco Bell's probably. Are those good tacos or no?
I'll eat taco box.
I'll eat them, but
$5
I'm
big
not
box,
gonna
man.
define
I'll
them
mash
as
it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll eat them.
All I know is Taco Bell soft tacos are only 3 points on Weight Watchers. My
Oh,
mother-in-law told me.
Wow.
And I'm like, shoot, I got.
that's a
50
deal.
points.
Knowledge is
Man.
power.
I can eat what 30 sometimes. Or no, I can eat like.
Although I'm
40
pretty
tacos.
sure there can't be a 3 on that thing and have sour cream. And if you don't put sour cream on a taco, it's not a taco.
It's not a taco.
I agree. Sour cream is
tacos
needed.
are a vessel
Supreme.
for sour cream.
That's
No,
what
just
makes
give me
it
cheese
supreme.
And lettuce. Oh, not cheese. No, lettuce and meat.
No cheese?
No cheese.
What is wrong with you?
Wow. You don't want to be around me when I eat cheese.
Do you eat a
I guess.
cheeseburger with just ketchup?
That would be
Yeah.
No onions. I get onions.
That explains it right there.
Okay.
Some people eat it with just a little bit of something, and some people just eat it with everything.
Little
bit of
Yeah. I'm the everything kind of guy.
Me too.
The
Yeah.
more the better.
Yeah.
Japan has crazy hamburgers. Like the one that my favorite one had, like spicy mustard with like seeds in it. Also had potato salad. It also had an egg on it, and then it had like a super like Kaiser roll, and that was like just amazing, right? I have a picture somewhere. I posted it. I've got like me and Ultimate Bliss, and it's like I just took a bite of this crazy burger in Japan, and it was amazing. And then they have all these crazy. So in my opinion, Japan is crazy for mayonnaise because all their condiments are different flavored mayonnaises.
Are you
And
serious?
so
Really?
I'm like the tourist guy, and I've got like 9 different things of like mayonnaise because I'm like,
Let's
well,
try
how often
this.
you get to try like?
Right.
So one was like cheddar cheese mayonnaise, one was chipotle, one was garlic, one was like, and then there was like
Oh, that's awesome.
random ones where like I don't even know what that is, but I'm tasting it, you know.
Yeah. Which one was the best?
I feel like I think they had like a garlic aioli one that was pretty good. But it totally clashed. The problem was it totally clashed with like the burger that had all the mayonnaise, or not, all had all the spicy mustard and stuff. So it was kind of weird. Like I mostly just ate that burger because it was like a big thing. By the time you're putting potato salad and stuff on a burger, like this thing was pretty big.
Oh, that's.
And if you
Yeah.
guys didn't know this too, Corey has Aquarium Co-op has a bunch of videos from fish store tours that he did
I do.
in Japan.
Yeah, I love.
Those are cool,
It
yeah.
was fun. It's
Yeah,
probably some
so he's got a lot of footage on that. So
It
if you guys
makes
want to see
America look
aquariums and stores
You got footage
from
of
over
you
there,
eating
it's,
burger?
I wish.
you know how they
I
go.
do not.
The
I have
things
a
that we
picture.
don't get
I have
on
a picture.
camera.
I have a
You guys
picture.
are
I do have a picture of it.
you guys are making my audience hungry.
Oh, I'm
We're
hungry.
hungry.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
At
if
least
you
we're not
can't
suffering
tell.
alone now.
Right. We'll suffer
If these
together.
videos never make it, you know I didn't get my tacos.
Hilarious.
And so were they happy
Yeah.
you were early?
I think some people lost some money.
Did they?
Yeah, I was late.
Oh, I was.
were late.
Yeah, I was late.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you were late?
They're yeah.
Oh
I
man.
mean, I had a 6-hour drive almost.
All right, I'll give you the money to give to Bob.
I had a how
Well, I
much-
didn't bet any,
I had
so
a how
I
much
never
of a
bet on
flight.
myself.
I had to fly here.
Not
on
on that.
time.
Yeah.
Not on
Oh,
being on
man.
time. I tell people all the time, don't bet on me being on time. You'll lose.
You'll lose every
Yeah.
time. Well, you were here. Well,
Don't
no,
give me
you said
homework.
6 to 7. You got here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it worked out good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got here. That's what's important.
You got here. You made it in one piece.
One piece.
We got Lucas Brett's in the house.
What if you
Alive.
showed up at 8:30 and we were all asleep? Like, how much of a buzzkill would that be? In
Right?
6 hour
I'd be like,
We
what
should
is up
plan
with you
that
guys? I'd wake you up.
Oh,
I'd be like, screw this. You
Yeah,
guys
what's
are
up?
getting out of bed, Grandma and Grandpa.
you went to bed last night.
Yeah,
I
was
did.
shocked.
Well, actually, I did stay
Did
up
you
for
lie
the
to
whole
us?
stream. I was up till like 2 o'clock.
I knew
Oh.
it. I knew it. There's
Truth
no
comes
way.
out.
But I had stuff I had to get done.
That's a
and,
fair
yeah.
statement. I was just like, man, this guy's never slept a day in his life, and all of a sudden,
All of a sudden, he's getting an 8-hour night's sleep.
he knew something fishy.
Right.
Man. That's a good sign. So what's everybody saying?
Let's see. LR Brett's After Dark. Something about burritos and tacos.
Nice.
Is this fish tank talk or food talk? We got questions
Food
going
talk.
on too.
Nice.
Should probably hit up some of these questions for these guys. Are you guys
Yeah.
still shooting some videos?
We
and
are, but go
whatnot?
ahead.
We can do whatever.
All right. Well, if you guys want to peep in, I'm gonna hit some questions for these guys who
All right.
have been needing questions answered,
Yeah.
and yeah, come
All
on
right.
in, or I may sneak back out or something like that.
We'll
Sounds
finish
good.
up in here real quick.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, see you guys.
All right. So there you have it. I can finally get to some of your guys' questions. I've seen some of you guys have quite a few questions here. So let's go back in here. Let you see the tanks instead of my ugly mug. Woo, look at this big fish. Where'd he go? Big old tilapia. He's about to get a bigger tank for him too, though. Swordtails. I don't know. I may have to get some fish. I know I'm getting some plants from him. He's got a couple of these plants that like Taiwan lily and stuff.
Now you're in trouble, buddy.
And we got Sashimi. He couldn't make it. He's over here taking a nap.
No, he's dying. We shot
He's
him.
dying. Oh, well, he's not bleeding much.
Yeah, small caliber bullet.
Yeah. So you guys are just over here watching on the laptop.
Yep.
All right. So if you guys did have questions, now's the time again. But yeah, slumber party going on. Shimi's first in bed, so he'll be the one getting the shaving cream and Sharpie and all that stuff.
Spray foam works better than shaving cream.
Oh, spray foam. My brother super glued somebody's boxers onto them one time. That was horrible. I couldn't imagine. You'd have to take like a bath in gas.
No, you gotta use like fingernail polish remover, and that's a place you don't want to put fingernail polish
no,
remover.
you don't want to put anything like that over there. Anybody up for some really stupid fish jokes, Chaz says. So that's the closest question I got. Alright, here we go. What did the hurricane say to the palm tree? Hold your nuts, this is not a regular blowjob. Oh man. This channel just went from PG to PG-13.
Hey,
Total dissolved tacos, Ringo Starr says. TDT. TDT. That's funny. Well,
they get bonus points if they can make Amanda snort.
No.
you hear that? Bonus points if you got a joke to make Amanda snort. You'll hear it. We'll all hear it, I'm sure. I haven't heard it yet, so
It's cute.
Pretty embarrassing.
try to keep the jokes a little clean though, cause I can't say them if they're too dirty. I got kids watching this. Randy says my in-laws came in today. All good, thanks. Glad to hear it. Always love hearing that they make it. Nothing worse than hearing that fish or something doesn't make it because they're your babies and it's just hard to even send them out, you know.
Well, we have pretty good weather
Sometimes.
for shipping.
Yeah, shipping, well, besides half of the U.S., the West Coast, I don't know if you saw that. I used the NOAA forecaster and like all of the East Coast and South was great weather. But even in California, it's in like 30s and 40s. It's insane over there.
And they're finally out of a drought.
Yeah, but they're finally out of a drought. Try a Little Bite says, what fish are you going home with? I'm not really 100% sure. I know I want these Taiwan lily plants. And I think that you don't have enough of that other lily, do you?
There might be some in that tank.
What was that called?
Dwarf lily.
A dwarf lily. But yeah. And then as far as shrimp, probably gonna go with some tigers. maybe some crystal blacks too. And as far as what I'm getting from Eric, I have no idea. He's got a huge collection. What's up, Short?
You going over to Bod Rocks?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm a fan. Neon Tetra Aquarius. What has 162 teeth and strong enough to hold down the Incredible Hawk? Oh my. I'm not yeah, no. Neon. Zipper. Here's a real cheesy joke. Why wouldn't the shrimp share his toys? He was a little shellfish.
That's funny.
See, the popsicle jokes work a little better for Amanda here. And my channel. Got my first shrimps ever today. They're just fancy shrimp from PSP though. Also one's buried. Nice. LR Bretts, why did the hipster burn his tongue? Because he drank his coffee before it was cool. I think I've heard that one from you before, Charles.
That's the one I was laughing about.
From Keaton? Oh, man. Flynn deleted it, so obviously it's not going to work. But that was a funny one, Keaton. Okay. Steen Font. There's Bob. Bob, I'm so disappointed. I have forgotten all my shirts that I was supposed to wear for this whole weekend, so this is the only shirt I got all weekend. Yeah, and one of them was your shirt, Steen Font. I was going to represent for you at Eric's. But yeah, girlfriend called me about halfway here. I was past the Ohio line. You forgot your shirts. What are you going to do?
I'm sure we have some extras.
Right. Figure
We'll
something
put him
out.
in a YATFS shirt.
I'll just Febreze myself.
Does it feel better?
Yeah, it feels a lot better.
Good.
What do you do? Hurt his back?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
A day after my birthday.
Getting old, that's why,
Mine's
Sashimi.
Sunday.
Shashimi's getting old and blowing his back out.
Any of them guys local?
I don't know.
This area in Ohio?
Any of you guys in Ohio? Local
Northeast?
around here? Where are we? We're in Warren, Ohio. I think Corey's going to try to do a meetup too, so if you are, stay tuned to like Aquarium Co-op or to us, and we'll announce some kind of meetup if he does it, which should be interesting.
Let's see. Sunday is a auction in Massillon, Ohio. Fish auction.
Tell Bob.
Can
we're
you guys
ordering
hear
more
that?
shirts.
There's a fish auction going on in what?
It's Massillon, Ohio.
Massillon, Ohio.
And then Youngstown's going to have theirs on the 12th of next month.
And Youngstown's going to have theirs on the 12th of next month?
All they
Never-
gotta do, if they want, it's yatfs.com, and go to the calendar page. All the all our local auctions are listed. Come out and support a local fish club.
On what webpage?
yatfs.com.
YATFS.com.
Can.
And that's where you can find all these, like the schedule for all
Yeah, if they
the.
go underneath the calendar page,
There you go.
I've got all. Well,
We got some Canton, Ohio here, Dayton, Ohio.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell Bob we're ordering more Flip Aquatics.
Fish
shirts.
City for Joel. CPD. Somebody asked me a CPD question earlier. Oh, here we are. Is Murner. Just starting some CPDs and Japan Blues, some Tiger Endlers. Any advice for me over in Ontario? Really just give each their own tank. I've got a video on how to breed CDPs or CPDs. And check that out and should tell you everything you need to know on that. Are Rob and Corey in the same room as you, or are they in another room? They're in another room. It's broken into like quite a few rooms
Way better
here.
than before.
So what they're doing right now, they're shooting kind of the last bit of footage for the fish room tour that Aquarium Co-op's going to do, and then Sashimi's going to have to put some work in, as long as he doesn't go on a medical leave or something. He's getting old.
I'll have to get my benefits.
But yeah, it should be an awesome video. So if you go over to Aquarium Co-op, he'll be coming out with that video. Probably take a few weeks or so. But it should be cool. And you can kind of see what's going on. Like, this whole weekend's going to be awesome. Like, still trying to absorb it all. Then pretty much taking that ride, jumping on here with you guys. You just never know what's going to happen. Let's see. Wow, I'm actually keeping up with chat here, or is my scroll thing not working right? Oh, here we go. When are you guys going to be in Northwest Indiana? I don't know. Not a whole lot going on up there. I know there's a Killifish convention. Actually, I think it's this weekend. Killifish Carnival that's in South Bend this weekend. Now, see, now I've got to try to weed out these jokes from real questions. Dun dun dun. We're in Derek. Hi, LR Brad's Legend. Got myself some red cherry shrimp for the first time. How to prevent shrimp death as I am new to the hobby? Well, to keep from killing shrimp is to get the right shrimp for your water. Make sure you put them in the right parameters to begin with. And more mature a tank is, the better. You gotta think, a lot of these shrimp live out in the wild, and they can take like fluctuations here and there. Now, cherries especially, but if you're talking about caradinas, they're a little more sensitive. But the main thing is, feed them, don't overfeed them, and yeah, make sure you got them in the right water. Which means you want them in harder water for those cherry shrimp. You can keep them in softer water if you dose some calcium in there. Other than RO, how can I increase KH and GH? My KH is 0, my GH is 50 parts per million. Well, RO is not going to increase it. But as far as increasing your KH, GH, you can use... It depends on what you're trying to get out of it, too. If you're just trying to keep shrimp, like, say, neocaradinas in that soft water, like I mentioned, if you supplement calcium in there, they'd be alright with that, which you can do that multiple ways. Crushed coral, they make buffers, just mineral rocks. I've never used the mineral rocks myself, but I hear they work pretty good. I mean, even old snail shells, egg shells, you can use those.
Crushed coral.
Yeah, crushed coral is probably one of the best ones for sure. What's the best shrimp for a hard water tank? You're going to want neocaradinas, Nancy. Those work best for hard water.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
What does Flip Aquatics keep? He's got quite a bit of fish going on. I think he's got some...
Yeah, he had more fish than I thought.
Yeah. A lot of shrimp. He's got some plants going on.
Fish are safe.
Caradinas.
You saved them. It's kind of like the...
Do you guys actually sell some of these fish?
We sell them at like fish auctions.
Oh, but not
local fish
online
shops.
or
We don't-
anything?
No, we don't ship them typically.
Okay. Yeah, because I know at Aquatic Experience you guys
Yeah.
are selling some fish.
We're debating,
Yeah.
talking about it.
Well, it's kind of like
It's a hard market.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dog pound for fish
Okay.
back there. you know,
Okay, yeah.
They're saved. They have a place.
I was about to
live.
say
They're
every time I hear a story about a fish over there, it's Robert got it from another guy to save him, and then now I
Gives
bring
him
him all
CPR.
these betas.
Yeah.
So I just brought all my betas to the dog pound here.
We're talking about doing
Fish pound.
nano fish though.
Nano fish.
Yeah, we're not sure, but just a couple kinds that I want to keep. So we may.
Yeah, might as well toy around with them, see if they work
if
for
we're
you.
gonna have them, if someone wants to buy them, I guess they could.
Right.
We
If
didn't
not,
order
maybe-
in for the one auction.
If not, I could keep them.
Right.
We didn't order in for one auction. Yeah, that just didn't. That wasn't that great.
Why would healthy painted fire reds... Oh, hold on, my scroll's jumping on me here.
Are you chatting from the
On the
floor?
floor.
Shimi's chatting for... Oh my...
That's so funny.
Man, of course my scroll thing. There we go. What's the best shrimp for hard water? There we go. Why would healthy painted fire red shrimp lose their red colors? Well, if you keep them on a lighter substrate, they can try to blend into their surroundings and they'll lose their colors. And also, not painted fire red lines, they don't breed absolutely true. Like mine breed, I'm not going to say one of the truest in the world, but it is an international winner. You guys all seen the line. But the males will tend to be a little lighter color, and like I said, light substrate will really make a difference. Or if they feel like they have to blend and hide from fish too, sometimes that can make a difference. What's wrong with Sashimi? He's getting old.
Just had a birthday. He's ancient.
Too much whiskey for Sashimi.
I just found out Rob's 26 years old. I thought he was
Rob is 26?
Yeah, he turned 26. last
He's
week.
young. He's just a pup. Wow. Wow.
So Rob's was the 16th. One was yours.
I didn't know that.
23.
Mine's
And you're how
26.
old? Sashimi,
Really?
33?
I 33. I mean,
Yeah.
I 33.
Or 30?
I thought you
I can't even talk in full sentences anymore.
Oh, speaking of charge up, I'm glad somebody mentioned that. I gotta get this phone charged up
So how old are you?
before that goes down. I think I'm 33.
You think?
Yeah, I'll be 34 this summer.
Right. You're all young.
Yeah. For me, time's like taking a glob of paint and just smearing it. It all blends in together.
So you take the like camera and like fold it above your head and it smeared the hair right off.
Let's see. If you were going on a 9-day vacation with 14 tanks, what would you do without a responsible person to help? Not feed Eheim feeders, pyramid 14-day feeders. Brian asks. Definitely better off with not feeding them. I mean, 9 days is a long time. Like a weekend. Yeah, weekend you can go with not
For
feeding
fish,
them.
what kind of is it? Fish or shrimp or what?
Well, he didn't
What is it?
specify fish or shrimp, but I'm gonna assume there's fish in
Well, if
there.
there's fish in there. It depends upon the
Yeah.
type of fish. Some fish, like goldfish,
Right.
you eat every day.
Right.
Other types of fish, you're looking. They can go 5-6 days without eating without a problem because they get shipped 5-6 days. If you can get one person to come in halfway through the vacation and feed, you're probably a little better off.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
Mark right there. That's Robert's helper. He's pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah, if you can get somebody to come in halfway through and feed, as long as you don't have something that requires feeding every day. If you have salt water or like freshwater stingrays, eels, anything weird like that, take them with you.
Pack him up.
Take them with you. They have to eat every day.
I like that.
They
That's-
deserve a vacation for putting up with it.
Right. That's a beautiful part about this stream too. Is hopefully we'll be able to get Corey and Robert in here too, and we'll get all kinds of perspectives going and answers for these questions. Like as far as me leaving nine days with your fish, that's a real tough one. So he gave you a better answer than I would have.
What is this dang thing that always talking about?
The doctor says I need a backiotomy.
She snorted.
She snorted. Who did it?
I didn't hear.
Who got the points?
I don't know. Who was
Jim
it?
did.
Jim got the points
Jim
for
got
making
the
her
points.
snort.
Talking about his dang tanks. Because
Exactly.
I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
Team effort.
He go down.
She did it again.
That was only half.
Does Corey smell like
Does
tacos?
Corey smell like taco? I don't know if you can hear these guys over here. I hope you can because it's pretty funny.
He's talking to David. They're talking about.
This is probably one of the hardest streams I've ever done. I had a lemonade somewhere. I don't know what I
You
did
left
with
it on
it.
one of the tanks in the
Yeah, I
shed.
probably did.
I'm gonna go get my Coke, so I'll just grab yours.
I could use something though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Awesome, thank you. Charles, are you gonna sneak to Lucas's house, get his cat? Better not. I got my neighbor watching my house, so enter your own risk. Let's see. Does the shrimp having problems shedding indicate a need for calcium? Yeah, more than likely, that's the case. 9 times out of 10. Weird stuff does happen. Show us Wild Rob in his natural habitat. Yeah, it says. It's hilarious. That's what I love about these live streams too, is you guys keep it pretty lively yourselves, just with this commentary. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, let's see here.
Broke you, so now I can have it.
That mustache is coming in nicely. Thank you, thank you.
Help.
Does
That's
Corey
all
smell
I
like?
can't get.
How many antlers can I ship in one breather bag? I've shipped, I mean, at least 4 pairs with some fry in a breather bag. Not that it's really recommended. Depends on the weather too and how their metabolism may be.
Also depends upon how you pack the bag.
Yeah, and also how you pack the bag. But a lot of people, they'll just put in a pair or maybe 2 pairs tops. Does Corey smell like taco? Blah blah blah. Higher grade. I don't have a song ready for you guys to sing why I'm in these dead moments looking for questions. There's not a whole lot of questions going on tonight though.
Sing that song you sang in my video.
My songs are usually like a one-time only thing.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
was a
like I
freestyle.
memorize them.
Do you
Yeah,
make up your own?
yeah, all the time.
I love this too. All the time.
You gotta do something while you're messing with the tank. So I don't know.
You and
I
Rob
spent a lot.
collaborated on beer.
What?
She snorted. Look
She
at
snorted
Charles
again.
Oh my.
said. Charles
Said
said,
three
have you
now.
and Rob ever collaborated on Beard Care?
That's so
Oh, my.
funny.
Alright, Chad's
This is a
Fish
fun
Channel
stream.
says completely black fish for a black themed community tank. Apart from mollies, angelfish, guppies, placos, and platies, this is a generally tough question. That is a tough question. I know they got some blacked out betas. Besides that, they pretty much named most of them. There are black neos, but they don't breed true.
Yeah, neon. They got a black. It's a little tetra.
Yeah, but they had that line. Well, the Tucano, the new
Can you
Tucano
sing a song
Nano
about shrimp?
Tetras, but it's kind of like a purplish dark black color.
Dark colored you can also get. Well, it's not black, but you can get some Cooley loaches that are really dark.
Yeah, they do have the
Loaches.
black coolie loaches too. Yeah, it's very true.
They said you should sing a song about shrimp.
Yeah, I can't do it on the spot. Dwayne Kitchell says, how are Corey's Neos staying alive in 45 TDS water? The key is calcium, that crushed coral he's got them on. They're grazing all over that crushed coral, and that's what's helping them molt.
Not one little flaw.
So I could almost sing about that question, but that would just be weird. Be like, how are Corey's Neos staying alive in 45 TDS water? Do 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 do. Yeah, I am not your next American Idol.
That is so funny.
Yeah, can't wait for Chicago either. That's gonna be a blast. But that is gonna be a while from now, so you guys better get ready. Hey Lucas, got my yellow shrimp and moss. Thanks man, everything was great. Glad to hear it. Aquatic attic. Oops, I forgot I was draining a tank. Looks like I'm doing a big water change. Nerdy Fish says. Planet tanks, I mean a lot of times I'll go 90% on my water changes, so never hurts them. But if you're not keeping a planet tank, it could be a little more detrimental. Charles Fish Tanks, LR Brett's Aquatics, have you and Rob collaborated? Oh, I finally got to that on video. Yeah. Do you ever wring out your sponges in tank water if they get a lot of algae? No, I'll just pick the algae off. I've never actually cleaned a sponge filter. I'm actually giving up on sponge filters and just going airstone. Keaton Girds, LR Brett's Aquatics, what do you call... I can't say that. Terrible. I can't say
His
that
jokes
though.
are so bad.
They are bad. Bad, bad, bad. Jason James, what water do I need for scriddles? They're neocaridina, so they're going to prefer the harder water. If you have soft water, like mentioned before, you can add in some crushed coral and calcium to get them along. You guys should sing happy birthday to Sashimi. So it was only yesterday. He lost out. A little late now, Sashimi.
Someone said they'd give you a $10 donation to sing to him.
Oh. Well, that's a different story.
Make
I
it
got
up as you go.
I got bills to pay. That's better than having to dance for it. It's hard out here for the shrimp. Alright, Sashimi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sashimi Whiskey, Jimmy Nugatron, old man. Happy birthday to you.
Buy some Bengay.
Get your plugs.
Oh
There you go.
my. You asked for it. If you were to start your fish room over, what would you set up differently? Frosty says. That's a heck of a question. That is a heck of a question.
It'd take a week with a piece of paper. Draw everything out first.
Well, that's
Then I
the thing
crumble it
though. A
up
lot
40 times
right.
before I get to it.
The thing is, they're never built overnight. Like, it takes years to build them, really. So, I don't know. Next one, when I do the fish barn, it's definitely going to be more automated. I will have separate systems, like a quarantine section, soft water quarantine, hard water quarantine, soft water regular, hard water regular, in between regular, and yeah. Have separate for fish, separate for shrimp, and hopefully it'll be like punch button stuff. Like hit a button, he'll drain the tanks for me and do all that stuff. Lucas, if you do sing, wait about 5 minutes, I'll be ready for my workout jam. I don't know how energizing that was.
Dwayne Kitchell seems to know what the fix to this.
Dwayne Kitchell knows everything.
Yeah, right?
He's a smart dude. You guys haven't checked out Dwayne Kitchell's channel
Please
too, by
donate
the way.
monies to me to pay for meds.
He needs a backiotomy. Oh my. Lucas, does crushed coral get sucked up when gravel banking? That's a good question, Mark. I've never...
Not really.
No?
I mean, if you get...
I guess it depends on how you siphon it. Like, if you hover over it a little bit... Like,
Actually,
if you're
you can
digging into
jam the
it,
siphon
like,
into
you can
it.
pretty much get anything to get picked up with it.
Yeah.
Depending on the gravity pull and all that stuff.
Well, the thing that's mostly going to get sucked up is the very tiny bits.
Right.
The major stuff is going to stay there.
Right.
Did you fart?
Aaron says, I just noticed my shrimp had a saddle and just molted.
No,
I know it's her because she's the biggest shrimp I have. How long until she is buried? Also, are the ones swimming around males? They seem small. I do notice that the males tend to swim around more than the females because the females are normally somewhere